Going? Come on, baby. Fish number 5. Come on, Kris. You going? Kris is hooked up. Kris is hooked up. Hold up. All right, that one's going back. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another tournament fishing episode. We are shooting the intro right now because in the morning of the tournament, it was raining outside, it was dark, and did not want to bring this big camera in the boat, but we're about to roll up to the first spot. We're starting out with the spinnerbait, and we are looking for the first bass of the day, and we're looking for 5 fish over 14 inches, and we are trying to take this win, but let's just jump right into the fishing, guys. Got one. Got one. What is that? It's a pike. Pike. That's not good. Well, yeah, toss him back in. Well, boys and girls, first bite of the day. Just throwing a little spinnerbait around and hooked herself a nasty old pike. No bass so far, but just moving down this bank. A lot of little isolated weed clumps, and hopefully bass is gonna eat this next. No more pike. Going? There we go. First keeper of the day, Kris. Nice job on the jig. Very nonchalant about it back there.
Sorry about that.
No, we're good. I just heard Kris swing back. Nice solid 1.5 pounder. Nothing too crazy. We're trucking the Alabama rig around him. He's just kind of hopping that jig around on the bottom. But first keeper of the day, and we're probably only like, I don't know, 20 minutes into the day or so. So looking for number 2. Got to get 5 bass in the box, boys. Got him. On the jig, boys. On the freaking jig.
Oh, he's long.
That's a long boy. Yes, sir. There you go. That's a little tightrope jig, boy. Little tightrope finesse jig. Kris is cracking them. That was like 5 minutes after that last one.
Let's go, baby.
Yo, Kris. Hey, Kris. Kris.
Go,
Kris.
son.
Kris. Yo, nice. The jig bite might be on. I'm kind of using a lot of these moving baits. It is fall time, so chatterbait, Alabama rig, stuff like that should be good, but so far, both of those bites, really slow on the jig, one off the point, one off that dock right there. So I don't know. The jig might be the move. If Kris gets another bite, the jig really might be the move, but I'm going to keep plugging with this chatterbait around this grass. We did catch that one pike on a spinnerbait, so at least the pike are eating moving baits, but just have to really key in on what these bass are eating. You got hit right? Oh, I see him. Wait. Is that hit right there? Maybe not.
Oh, yeah.
He had it. Get him. He got one of the claws. He's going out. He's got it. Why did that happen? Hey, why did that just happen, dude? Bro. I don't think he's gonna eat again, guys. I don't even know what all you guys just got to see there.
That was so stupid. He ate 3 times.
But what happened was Kris skipped his jig up underneath that dock. Missed him. And then I saw him sitting out in front of the dock. I flipped and he had him in his mouth, set hook, didn't get hooked. Don't know what happened. Kris flips back out there, eats it again, 3rd time, and snaps him off. But that's not what you want to see happen. 3 bites and no fish in the box to show for it. Got one. Come here. There we go. That's a keeper. Nice job, buddy. On the old jig. Well, boys and girls, you guys didn't see it on camera, but I caught like a little dink smallie, but it's been pretty slow since then. Caught like a 10-inch smallmouth, and Kris just caught our 3rd keeper of the day right there. We're gonna have to join Kris here. They're not biting the reaction baits too good. So we're gonna switch up to that tiny little finesse jig that he's throwing. Same exact one, because that has caught all 3 of our keepers. Like I said, I've only caught 1 bass today, and it was like a 10-inch smallmouth. And then that 1 dumb pike. But yeah, this little jig seems to be getting it done. So we're gonna tie this on, join Kris, start throwing this around the break, maybe around some more docks, and try to get 2 more bass in the boat. We got about 4 hours left, so got a bit of time on the clock. And just at least need to get 2 more keepers, then we could start worrying about culling. I think that one that Kris just caught is our smallest fish right there. Well, this is what all 3 keeper bass that we have in the box right now ate, and we are rigged up, ready to go. And apparently this is what they want. They try throwing chatterbaits, try throwing swim jigs, the Alabama rig, all sorts of stuff. And This is the only thing that they seem to be biting. That short smallie that I caught on this jig right here, but she even hit it like 3 different times before I got her in the boat, so it didn't seem like she really wanted to commit to it even. So I think that this might be the move. Got one? Yes, dude. Kris is on fire, guys. He is lighting them up on that jig. I have not caught a keeper, dude. That's a good one. That's a good one. Chunky one. Hooked like, oh no, you got him good.
Kinda.
Yeah. They're up in inches of water. It's so goofy though, because what, you've caught 2 on docks and 2 off the break, right? Yeah. So like 2 were in like 12 foot of water off that break, and then 2 were up in literally like a foot of water. So
that was awesome.
A little bit of a mix of different patterns going on, but the only thing that's consistent is every single one has ate that jig. And also the only other thing that's consistent is I have not caught a single keeper bass yet. Need to get one more for our limit though, going for that 5 bass limit, and then we're gonna worry about culling. So one more bite, guys. Hopefully I can contribute. Hopefully I'll get the next one. Got one? Come on, baby. Fish number 5. Come on, Kris.
It's a good one.
It's a big one. It's a big one. Yes, dude. Yo, you guys have no idea. We're on a very small lake right now with about 15 other boats, and we're basically just doing circles, trying to find somewhere that these fish have not seen a bait yet. And I still haven't caught a keeper bass. Kris has caught all 5 bass. That's probably our biggest one right there. And I've been throwing around the moving baits, the Alabama rig. I've been throwing a ton, and every single fish just came on that jig, which I haven't really thrown in a bunch because when you're at a team tournament, it doesn't really make much sense to both be throwing the same thing. But I think that we're gonna switch over and throw that the rest of the day because that's all they'll eat. And we'll get this fish in the box. That's a good one right there. It's literally the only thing that these fish are eating. That's it. Doesn't matter what else we throw. That's fish number 5. We got him. We are not putting down the jig for the rest of the day. We only have an hour and a half left, and we are going to just stick with this because that's it. That's literally the only thing we could get bit on. I have caught 1 pike on a spinnerbait. I caught 1 baby smallmouth on another jig, and then every single keeper bass has come on this jig right here. Want to watch me make poor life decisions?
No.
You know how we went on that big rant and said we were going to throw this for the rest of the day? We're going to try something. I got an idea, okay? Dude, you got to switch it up sometimes, you know? We're going to try throwing a tube out there, cracking this around, because Kris has already got that jig dialed in, and want to throw something a little bit different, even though they definitely are feeding on the bottom. Alabama rig, chatterbait, that deal was definitely not working. Hopefully there we go. There we go, dude. Finally. It's a miracle. It is a freaking miracle. Oh, on the tube. On the tube. Oh, yes. It's a miracle. It's a miracle.
That's a coal, baby.
That's a coal for sure. I finally got to contribute to our bag. It's a miracle. Well, I told you we were going to just throw the jig the rest of the day. And then about 2 minutes later, I said, just kidding. And I tied on this little Strike King coffee tube and just caught one of our better ones right there, a little chunk.
All day.
Oh yeah, okay. All right, so green's the smallest, and then pink is gonna be the next one to go. You going? Kris is hooked up. Kris is hooked up. Hold up. All right, that one's going back. That one's going back. Is that on my rod? Is that on the tube?
No, yeah, no, it's on the Ned rig.
Ned rig? Where's it going? This way?
Pike.
Pike? Oh, it's a pike. It's a toothy boy. Oh, okay. Well, we made our call, as you guys saw, and we're getting some bites now. Very, very nice to see. That is not going to be one to help the cause right there. Wrong species, right size. See where we're going to end up. 5 bass. A couple of really gross ones. 11, 13. That is going to be a wrap for a very tough day in the water. Luckily, at the very end of the day, I was finally able to contribute, put a keeper bass in the boat, and make a solid cull for us. But unfortunately for us, it was not enough. We finished right outside of the money with a little bit over 11 pounds, and the top 4 that got paid had like 12 and a half pounds, something like that. And the winning weight was only like 12 3/4 pounds. So one more cull. If we could have got rid of our little squeaker with like a 2.5 pounder, 3 pounder, we would have been right in the mix of things. But it just never happened. Never really got that solid kicker bite. And that fish that Kris snapped off, I don't even think that one would have helped us. That was probably like a 15-inch fish. But weird day in the water. Did not get a lot of bites. Kris was absolutely lighting them up on that jig. As you guys saw, I was looking for a bigger bite on the Alabama rig. It just never came. Right at the end, we made that adjustment. Both started throwing bottom baits, and we got 2 more bites to fill out the limit and make that call. But needed one more solid one. Did not happen. That's tournament fishing. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode, and I will catch you guys in the next one.